What's going on, y'all? It is your man, Big Brother Tucker, one more time. Now, before I even start this, I'm giving y'all a disclaimer. If you don't want to hear a discussion based on a sexual topic, then y'all might want to go ahead and skip past this segment, alright? Just go ahead, blow past it. Because I really am passionate about what I'm about to discuss here. Because I deem this as some outlandish bullshit. What might this be? This is the victimless crime of prostitution. That's right, the world's oldest profession, selling some ass. That here in the great state of Texas is illegal. The irony of that is, one of our most legendary things was a place called the Chicken Ranch. There have been plays based upon the Chicken Ranch. There has even been a movie. The movie's called The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. The movie is based, for the most part, in truth. They took a few liberties, but research it yourself and you will see. But yes, the world's oldest profession, and because it is Texas, we did it bigger, we did it better. Last week, there were 46 men arrested in a prostitution sting. Now, the details they give, these were not children, these weren't pedophiles, these were simply some dudes trying to purchase some. Now, on a moral level, I understand it. I get it. I get why prostitution is wrong morally. I get that. But we can't legislate morals. They tried that. It's called prohibition. Remember how wonderful those times were? And it did nothing to actually stop the flow of alcohol. So, prostitution, the exchange of sex for money. Why is it illegal? Why is it a crime on the books? I had a buddy of mine to say, Tuck, only reason that it is illegal is because they can't tax it. Oh, bull. The government can find a way to tax anything. There isn't a single solitary thing that cannot be taxed. Hell, if you want to be technical, you actually have to have a permit to do a garage sale in the city of Dallas. You actually need a permit to set up a lemonade stand in the city of Dallas. It's ignored because it's a garage sale and it's a lemonade stand. But technically, if somebody wanted to be an they could either tear your stand down, shut down your garage sale, and fine you for not having gone through the proper channels and acquiring a license to do something that damn simple. So why isn't the same rule applied here? You treat prostitution like any other self-employed or entrepreneurial business. You make go fill out an LLC, register it as a business, and tax the hell out of them. Instead, y'all make it it is illegal. You just can't go buying a woman like that. They selling, so I'm buying. Not me personally, but y'all get the idea here. I worked inside strip clubs for well over 15 years. I've known a few pimps. I've seen a few hoes. In reading the article and why they arrested these 46 men at hotels in Frisco and Southlake. Now, for those of y'all that are listening that don't know the DFW area like that, Frisco and Southlake ain't cheap. Those are some high six-figure area codes and zip codes right there, boys and girls. So they set a sting up to catch high-end John. That's a slang name in case y'all didn't know, for people who try to buy some ass. They set it up. They got popped. They popped a high school football coach and teacher. They popped a youth pastor. They popped a director of a large metroplex hospital network. Those are the ones they caught, okay? Again, they didn't say that these men were buying underage individuals. They didn't say these men were purchasing trafficked women. But in the paper, in the story, that's how they portray it. They portray it as, this is how we stop sex trafficking. I do hope y'all know that the majority of the women that are selling ass are not being forced to. Because in the article, they even refer to it. Let me read y'all the quote here. When you think of trafficking, you think of streets in Dallas or Fort Worth or strip clubs. But there's a lot of demands in the suburbs. I don't think of sex trafficking in strip clubs because I know when we ran it, you had I need your ID. I need to verify who you are. If you didn't have ID, you couldn't work. The reason you don't do it in strip clubs is because it's way too easy to get popped. If you are forcing a lady to go there against her will, it's too easy for her to get out there. She could tell one of the dancer could tell management call. It's too easy to get popped there, so they're not going to put them in strip clubs. And so far as the street worker, well, that's pimping and hoeing. That's not necessarily being forced, but like I said a moment ago, I know some pimps. The trick to pimping is manipulation, to actually get inside their head to the point where they believe they can't live without that pimp. Now that's a whole other topic. Like I said, manipulated and being forced to, two different things. The way they are making it, the way they are trying to approach it is they were doing a great service to stop sex trafficking. That's what the prostitution ring was about. They just did a simple little online website, an online back page, offering goods and services in exchange for money, and the fellows took up on it. Hence, they were arrested and charged with soliciting prostitution. Now, let me tell you what you can get for soliciting prostitution in Texas. For trying to buy some ass, you can get up to 2 years in jail and $10,000. That is a third-degree felony of drug possession. If you are caught with up to 4 grams of cocaine, you can get 2 years and 10 grand. So what they are trying to tell y'all is a dude who is trying to willingly pay money to a woman who is willing to provide a service is the same thing as buying dope. That is exactly what they're telling us. Why is this like this? Because when I came up, a crime needed a victim. So who's the victim in this transaction? He's willing to give up his cash. She's willing to give up that ass. Who is the victim? And as I researched this particular topic, they actually have a phrase for this. It is called a victimless crime. Then it ain't a crime. It ain't. Is it morally wrong? You bet. Is it antithetical to the Bible? You bet your ass. But we also know that trying to legislate morality ain't what's up. It's not. Because if you really want to start legislating morality, what about all these couples out here just shacking up? Are y'all going to start going through the record books to see what couples are living together, going through the census? Who is living together? Oh, this man, this woman. They have different last names. Premarital sex, take them to jail. That's a fine. Well, if you're going to start trying to legislate morality, just don't stop at prostitution. Let's go and take it to premarital sex too. Shacking up. And if you talk about, well, I think that some of these people, this is how we're going to stop the sex trafficking. You know, sex traffickers use this, forcing these girls into doing, the sex blah, 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 blah. As I said a minute ago, I've known a ton of strippers. They are dancing for one of 3 reasons. They are rebelling against the way they were brought up. They're in a rough spot in their life and need cash to make it day by day to the next chapter of their life. Or, and this is my favorite, I'm just doing this to pay my way through college. I love them. But those are 3 general reasons that dancers start dancing. And yes, sadly enough, most dancers are doing some of that that back room. You know, I'm talking about that VIP room. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But I digress. The point of this is, why is it what it is? I agree, it is not morally right. It's not cool. But to give an individual the same amount of time that you would give an individual in possession of crack cocaine for trying to buy some ass? Come on. Now, the point I was about to make a second ago is when they say they do this to try to cut down on the sex trafficking, which, say, partner, believe you me, if they sex trafficking, they're not doing it in hotels in Frisco and Southlake. But if that's the reason y'all are saying that y'all want to crack down on this, that's why y'all put together this thing that arrested 46 customers, then are y'all going to start arresting the people who have Mexicans doing their lawn service. I'm keeping it 100 with y'all. Most of my Hispanic brothers and sisters, especially here in Dallas, they ain't exactly legal, but they bust their ass. They work hard to keep a roof over their family head. They contribute to the community and they provide a service. But they provide a service without legally being here. Does that mean y'all finna start stopping every single Hispanic owned and operated yard service in the city and start asking to see papers? I bet you won't. But I mean, if you want to cut down on the illegal immigration, shouldn't y'all start doing that? Because I'm using the same logic that y'all are using on why y'all set up this prostitution sting. So to cut down on sex trafficking. Okay, well, let's just start crushing our Mexican law services to cut down on illegal immigration. Again, and y'all better not touch my lawn people because they do a hell of a job. It goes back to what it is. Most of these people, this bull, that's all I can say about it. It's just straight bull. Because they know that most of these people that are out here selling that ass ain't doing it under coercion or being forced. They doing it because it's quick cash and it's the only way they know. For whatever reason that they have in their head, for whatever place they are in their life, this is what they choose. Again, for the umpteenth time, is it morally wrong? You bet. Should it be a crime? Should it be illegal? Hell no. Wait. Stop right there. That was a sample. You want the whole entree? Follow us on our podcast, Free Mind Thinkers. You can find us where you pick up any and all your favorite podcasts. That includes Amazon Music, Pandora, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and iHeartRadio. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves and always dare to think differently.